How you doing? Mr. DJ's back. 11 days before Christmas. It is Wednesday morning, December 14th, 2016. Counting down a playlist that goes back just 50 years ago. 1150 WJRD. Top 11 plus 50 survey of October 31st. 1966. We're up to song number 24. It is a Lost 45. Getting into a stream of Lost 45s, the next 4 or 5 records from what I could see. So let's go ahead and get started right now. On this side of Goodbye by the Righteous Brothers at number 24. Boy, you talk about a Lost 45. Didn't make top 40 for the Righteous Brothers. Brief history on the Righteous Brothers. But Bobby Hatfield, God, what a voice. He hit that low, that bottom. Just awesome, just phenomenal voice. And Bill Medley, they just made a phenomenal couple singing, Bill Medley and Bobby Hatfield. But they sang in a group. They started singing in a group, a 5-man group called the Paramours. Around 1962, they were on the Moonglow record label, a small record label. But the group never did anything. They never had a hit. They broke up. Bill Medley and Bobby Hatfield, they stuck together. Legend has it they got the name the Righteous Brothers when they were performing at a Marine base in Orange County, California, and the black Marines there called them the Righteous Brothers because they were so soulful. They were like soul brothers. They had it. As a matter of fact, one of the black Marines, he shouted out, "That was righteous, brothers." And when he greeted them, it might have been after the show, he greeted these two guys. He said, "Hey, Righteous Brothers, how you doing?" Righteous Brothers, right there. Phil Spector, he put the Righteous Brothers on the map. Phil Spector, well, sort of. They did have a hit, though, before they were discovered by Phil Spector. Little Latin loopy-loop. I might have got the name wrong. I could hear the rhythm in my head, though. Came out in 1963. 1964, Righteous Brothers, they were pretty busy. They toured a little bit with the Beatles, the Stones. They appeared on Shindig, and they were performing at the Cow Palace in San Francisco, along with the Ronettes, who were produced by Phil Spector. Phil Spector was in the audience that night. He saw the Righteous Brothers perform. He said, "I like you guys. How would you like to work with me?" They teamed up. Phil Spector, of course, he had this great record that was written by Barry Mann and Cynthia Wilde called "You Lost That Loving Feeling," and what can I say? You know the story on that. But the songs that followed that, they did have a small stream of hits. There was my favorite Righteous Brothers record, "For Once in My Life." God, that hits the spot all the time. Spring of 1965, Unchained Melody in the summer of 65, there's Ebb Tide. Nobody remembers Ebb Tide. Nobody. That was a pretty big record. It was a top 10. Fall of 65, and there's You're My Soul and Inspiration. That came out in the spring of 66. And their string of hits started to taper off in 1966. As a matter of fact, You're My Soul and Inspiration was their last top 10 hit until Rock and Roll Heaven in 1974, which was written by Alan O'Day, that particular record. And we get to this song On This Side of Goodbye, but guess who wrote that record? Jerry Goffin and Carole King. Covered a year or two later by Eric Burden. It's off the album called Eric Is Here. But the Righteous Brothers, they had well, I guess you can call it a hit. Wasn't a very big one, though. Only got as high as number 47 on Billboard's Hot 100. But hey, the record's up to number 24 on 1150 WJRD here in Tuscaloosa. Can you believe it? 5,000 watts in the daytime, 1,000 watts directional at night. Gosh, dog. And I still get nostalgic about this part right here. On the checkout department at the bottom of this list right here, I don't know, right here, it talks about one of my favorite DJs from that era, the John Scott East of Midnight radio program. Tuesday through Saturday, 12 midnight till 6 a.m. My goodness. Righteous Brothers at number 24 on WJRD survey back in 66.